Hello everyone. In this class I will teach you how to eliminate epsilon productions from the CFG. Here is the problem: epsilon production that G tends to VTPS. V is non-terminals, T is a terminals, P is a production, S is a starting state of production. As per V is a non-terminal, that is SAB, and T is a terminals, that is ABC, and these are the productions. And you can see that A tends to epsilon is also there and B tends to epsilon is also there. Means in this production we have an epsilon productions. Okay, in this set of productions we have epsilon production. Okay, here is the steps and methods to eliminate epsilon production. As step 1 is nothing but construction of set of nullable variables. Okay, first of all, what is nullable variable? Means whichever the non-terminals tends to epsilon transaction, that is called nullable variable. In this problem, A is tending with epsilon and B is tending with epsilon. Okay, means A tends to epsilon and B tends to epsilon. These are the nullable variables. Means W1 equals, that is A and B. As we said that A and B is a nullable variable, and see that S is in this grammar, see that S is tending to BAAB. Means already we shown that A is a nullable variable and B is a nullable variable and AB is a nullable variable, and S is tending with BAAB, means nothing but AB are there in S. Then S is also nullable variable. W2 is equal to S is nothing but ABS. W is equal to nothing but ABS. A, non-terminal A, non-terminal B and non-terminal S as a nullable variable set. In step 1 we find out that nullable variables and nullable non-terminals. And step 2, here is a step 2. Okay, before going for step 2, step 2 is nothing but construction of P dash. Construction of P dash. What do you mean by P dash is nothing but, I will show you. Consider S tends to, we will consider this first transaction, S tends to BAAB. S tends to, consider S tends to BAAB. As we said that in this things we have considered that A, B and C as an nullable variable. We have here a nullable variable, that is S tends to, first by deleting one nullable variable. We will delete one nullable variable from this production. B is a nullable variable, right? We have shown in this string B is a nullable variable. We will delete B here. S tends to, if you give epsilon for this B is a nullable variable. If you give epsilon for this, you will remain with AAB. Okay, then if this is epsilon, second one is epsilon, you will remain with BAB. Okay, if it is epsilon, same thing, BAB. If it is epsilon, if it is B, this B is epsilon, you will remain with BAA. S tends to BAA. Okay, this is by deleting one nullable variable. Okay, second, by deleting two nullable variable. By deleting two nullable variable, that is, see here, if this is also epsilon, this is also epsilon, deleting two nullable variable, you will remain with AB. S tends to A, B. And if you delete this A, you will remain with, if you delete these two nullable variables, you will remain with BB. If you delete these two nullable variables, you will remain with this two, A and B. If null, this two, A and B is null, you will remain with BA. Okay. Then by, and if you these two things are nullable variable, this S tends to A. By deleting two nullable variables, you have to see that if you delete these two nullable variable, you will remain with AB. If you delete these two, you will remain with BB. And if you delete this B and B, you will remain with A and A. And if you delete this AB, you will remain with BA. Deleting two nullable variables. Here I will show you that by deleting three nullable variable. I will delete three nullable variable. I will delete this B, A. You will remain with S tends to B. If you delete this B, A, B, you will remain with A. If you delete with B, A, B, you will remain with this. If you delete this B, this A, and this B and this A and this B, you will remain with A. Okay. Then you will get S tends to B. S tends to, okay, this is finished for S, production of S. S tends to B, A, B. For that we solve that this by eliminating one nullable variable, by eliminating two nullable variable, and by eliminating three nullable variable. Okay, next production is this A. Next production is this A. A tends to AAC, CAC, and epsilon. We have removed epsilon. Then we have to consider A transaction. That is, first we will consider A. A tends to what? First we will see this A tends to AAC. A tends to AAC. A tends to AAC. Which is nullable variable here? In this production, we have this one. This is a nullable variable because we shown that in W we have A, B, C. Means if A comes, if non-terminal A comes, that is nullable variable. If non-terminal B comes, that is also nullable variable. If non-terminal C comes, that S comes, it is also nullable variable. Here, nullable variable is A. If you insert epsilon for this A can be, if it is deleted, A can be AC. A tends to AC. This production you will get. Okay. We have another production for A. This CAA. Consider that production. Consider that production. AS tends to, that is CAA. That is, consider that production CAA. In this we have a nullable variable. This is a nullable. A is a nullable variable. If you delete that, you will get A tends to, if you insert epsilon for that, you will get CA. You will get CA as a result. We have finished. Okay. We have finished this A transaction. AAC, CAA. And we have eliminated epsilon already. We have eliminated epsilon. We have to consider B. Okay, now consider B. Already we have solved for S. We considered S transaction, and we have solved for A, and we considered A transaction. Now we have remained with B transaction. That is, B tends to AB and B tends to BB. Epsilon is already eliminated. Okay, B tends to AB. We will consider first transaction. We will consider this first transaction. B tends to AB. Okay, B tends to AB. As we said that A is also nullable variable, B is also nullable variable. If you delete this A, B tends to, if you insert epsilon for this, you will get B tends to B. as like that. If you insert epsilon for this B, you will get A. Okay, then consider another transaction is there for B. We have solved for this. We have to solve for this. B tends to B. Okay, write down B tends to, consider B tends to B. B is a nullable variable. Insert epsilon for that. You will get B tends to B. If you insert epsilon, means empty. If you insert epsilon, means if you delete this non-terminal, you will get this B. Okay, then you have solved for everything is solved. See, in this CFG we have solved for S, then we have solved for A, and we have solved for B, and we don't have any another non-terminals. Then we can write that transaction. First, write a transaction for S. I will write a transaction for S. Write as V P is equal to productions is equal to new. We got new productions, right? We got new productions. In that, S tends to, see that overall transaction of S. Consider S is BAAB. See, this is a first transaction. I will write here. Consider first transaction BAAB. And we got a new transaction, that is S tending to AAB. Write that. AAB. And next one BAB. We got BAB. BAB. Write that. And another transaction we got, that is B, last one, BAA. 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 We got BAA. And see, still more transaction there for S. S is going for AB. Okay, right here we got S is going for AB, and you have to write all the things BB, BA and AB. AA. B, B, BA and AA. And we have two more transactions for S. S is going for B and S is going for A. Write that. S is going for B, S is going for A. Finish. These are the S productions. Then we have to write A productions. What are all A productions? See, we solve this. Consider A. We have solved this. A tends to AAC. A tends to AAC. You have to write these things. A tends to CAA. These are all the production. A tends to CA. Okay. Write that. First write that A tends to AAC. A tends to AAC. Then write A tends to AC. A tends to AC. Then write this. A tends to CAA. A tends to CAA. And A tends to CA. Write that. A tends to CA. Okay. Then we have written for all A transactions. A transaction is completed. We have to write for B transaction. See, we have solved here. B tends to AB. B tends to B. B tends to A. B tends to BB. B tends to B. We have to write that transaction. B is tending to, first one AB, second one B, third one A, and fourth one is BB, and next one is B. Okay, this is called, V is nothing but non-terminals, that is S, A and B. T is a terminal, nothing but AB. Starting symbol, which is a starting symbol? S is only a starting symbol. Yes. Productions are this. S tends to this set of productions. A tends to this set of productions. B tends to this set of productions. We have eliminated from this CFG. Before, in that CFG, we have an epsilon productions. See that epsilon productions. For A and B, we have an epsilon productions. We removed that epsilon production. After removing epsilon production, the grammar is this one. This is an eliminating of epsilon productions. eliminating of epsilon productions. Thank you.